So just in case you guys were wondering, this video was made the same day that I made the last day in the truck video. I was gonna make a video talking about my bad driving experiences that I've had in Chicago on its own, but then when I recorded this video, I figured I'm in Chicago, might as well add it. Well, without all this stuff, the video was already 25 minutes long. So now it's its own video. And I feel like I shouldn't have to remake the video because it's already made. So here you go. Alright, so when I first started driving, I worked for CRST, Cedar Rapids Steel Transport is what that stands for. Even though they don't do steel anymore. Cedar Rapids, Iowa, by the way, in case you didn't know. So I actually went to Iowa and I spent like 3 weeks going through the school there. So I had to go from Cedar Rapids to Pennsylvania to meet my trainer. That was the first time ever being over the road. As soon as I got to Pennsylvania, I started out with the trainer, and our first load, or my first load anyway, was going to Chicago. Second day ever driving a semi over the road. We're going through Chicago, my trainer gets confused, we get lost, whatever, you know, it sucks. I'm just trying to navigate through downtown. All of a sudden I see the sign coming up. It says Bridge 12.6, 12 feet 6 inches. In case you don't know, semis are always 13 feet 6 inches for like a standard size. If you're like an oversized load, then it's gonna be bigger than that. Yeah, so I saw that sign for 12.6 and I was like, oh my God. And I just slammed on my brakes and I looked at my trainer. I was like, what do I do? And he said, pull your brakes. So I did that. He's like, now I'm gonna call 911. We had to call the cops to have them basically send somebody out to escort us back as we backed up, and I had him do it. I was like, I'm done, man. I was shaking. Second day ever, almost get caught up under a low bridge. Yeah, it was just, man. That set the tone for Chicago right there. Second day ever, yay. While I'm here, I'll tell you another story. Here, I'll just go into the light like this. I went back through Chicago with an actual co-driver, not the trainer. There's a split when you're going in, like going up 57, it turns into 90, 94, and 294, and 55, and 80, and there's just like a whole bunch going on all at the same time. We were supposed to take 55 south coming into Chicago, so it's like we were just kind of looping around. And I ended up taking 55 north on accident, which turns into Lakeshore Drive. Worst place to be if you're in a semi. There was construction and we ended up going directly through the heart of Chicago. Like that main road that just like winds like that, straight through all the tall buildings and everything. We were taken up, my co-driver was not helping me at all. I really did not like him. And he was just like, oh, look at that. That's a really cool fountain over there. I'm like, yeah, why don't you look at a map and help me, you douche? But anyway, yeah, so we would have to take these turns. Like, I was all the way on the right side with my cab, and my trailer was all the way on the left side, just winding through, and it was horrible. That was the worst experience I've had in Chicago, by far. Yeah, I'm getting close to my next stop, but I figured I'd go ahead and talk about another I hate Chicago story. It's actually the very first time I did this route. My first stop, which is not on the truck today, so I didn't even get to show you where this happened. So the very first time going to that stop, I was like a quarter mile away, never been there before, thought I was doing pretty good on getting there on my own, because I don't have like a truck GPS or anything like that. I have to take a right turn on this road, and it's like a half mile down the road. That's it. I'm there. Turns out this road is not truck safe. Trucks are not allowed to go on this road. They don't have that sign visible until you actually make the turn. Really kind of stupid the way that the whole thing was set up. I think really, I'm thinking entrapment. Because you can't see the sign that says no trucks until right after you make the turn. And then there was 2 cops posted up on this little quarter mile stretch of road. Seems to me like it happens all the time. And they're milking them trucks. That part kind of sucked, but so I got pulled over. I see them flash their lights like right away, and I actually pull in to my stop where I'm supposed to go, and that's when I got my ticket. Both cops came after me. One of them was a woman, and she just gave me so much attitude from the beginning. I was like, really? As soon as she took all my paperwork and everything, I was like, yeah, I'm getting a ticket for sure, just because of her attitude. I could tell. As soon as she came back with my ticket that I just got, I was like, so how am I supposed to go when I leave? and all she said was, "Follow the signs." I was like, wow, thanks for your help. It's just kind of a bummer because it's like my first time back to Chicago, and I already hate Chicago, at least driving in Chicago with in a semi. So with that having been like the first experience back, it was just horrible. There was another time that I went there, and this was when they had me staying in a hotel. Okay, so I woke up in the middle of the night, which for me, that's like 9 p.m. So I woke up, I had to pee, I just go in there, it's all dark and everything, slammed my freaking toe, one of them, against a dresser on my way to the bathroom, and I broke it. That was horrible. So that was another bad time in Chicago. Let's see, then there was another time where I'm on the way to Chicago. I got stuck in traffic for 4.5 hours because there was some accident or something. So that was a fun day. Then I had another time where my trailer had a flat tire and I had to go get that fixed before I even left Nashville. Oh no, that's what it was. My trailer, the lights were not working. The little GPS thing that they put on all the trailers, it caused the lights not to work. I was like 2 hours behind schedule, and I had to stay in this area that is not truck friendly at all, and I ended up risking it and staying at a Walmart parking lot, even though it said no overnight parking. Still did it. It was fine. Whatever. So there's that. Then I think the only other thing is actually the first week back from the Philippines. My first route back up there, I'm on the way back from Chicago, and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I hit a deer. Never hit a deer in a truck. Killed lots of birds, never a deer. I was in the right lane. I'm driving along, all of a sudden I see this thing in the right lane. I'm like, what is that? Well, it's a freaking deer just standing in the right lane. So I end up getting over in the left lane. Would have been perfectly fine. Go right by the deer, no issues. I didn't want to honk the horn. It had its head down. I didn't want to like scare it into running into the lane that I was trying to go into. Everything would have been perfectly fine. And all of a sudden, I'm coming up on it. Deer starts walking. Barely enough. I'm like getting over as far as I can in that left lane, and I clip its head. Hit him so hard, the right side of my bumper popped off, which I don't know how hard you actually have to do that. They seem to be a breakaway design. But either way, that was my first day back to work from the Philippines vacation, coming from 80-degree weather at night, go up to Chicago, and I think it was just like 32 degrees, which has gotten colder since then. I'm looking at snow on the ground right now. But yeah, so the deer strike, it removed the bumper. The deer apparently swung around. He pooped all along the side of my truck. There was like a streak where he spun around and pooped on my truck. And then we have the stairs on the other side too, and they were like completely bent this way. Other than that, it was perfectly fine. Like, he didn't, headlight wasn't messed up, turn signals, nothing. I was like, whatever. Kept on going. I think there was 2 other truck drivers that also hit deer. Or no, there was one that hit 2 or something. I don't know. There's lots of deer, okay? So yeah, I think that was about all of my I Hate Chicago stories. So now we can just move along with the rest of my day. I appreciate you guys watching our videos, everybody that keeps coming back and, you know, commenting on every video. You guys know who you are because I see your names. I got everybody, you know. I know the people that comment on every video. You hear the heater? This generator just turned on. But, you know, just the support, knowing that we have people that watch every video because they like us. You know, that's like the greatest thing ever. It's one of the best feelings. That being said, I really hope you keep watching everything that's going to be coming next year, because we're going to be a very diverse channel. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and let us know if there's some stuff that you don't like, or if there's anything you guys want to see. Let me know this time, because I asked that in another video. Nobody said anything. I really want to do a Q&A at some point. I'll probably have to make a video just specifically talking about that. We're going to get into live streaming. T-shirts, I don't know when they're coming, but we're trying. We're trying. I don't want to make this an update video. This is supposed to be like my last day. See, this is the issue. All right, so that's going to be it. So I'm going to say bye now. Goodbye.